out the wine.
So when was the last time you and a bunch of your neighbors sat down to play a game? You know, a board game.
Now,
The answer to that question will tell you right away how different your life is from the people here in this room. They play together all the time.
It's a much better stress buster than zoning out in front of the TV, man.
One of the benefits, they say, of co-housing. It turns the people next door into something more.
Okay, I'm putting my name on there.
Just ask Cheryl, a psychologist who spent years living on her own in a Vancouver condo, all the time thinking that too often we Canadians treat the people we live beside like strangers, like problems.
We will do anything, phone the police, write the condo association, but do anything rather than actually get to know our neighbors and work out with them how we want to live together. And that's something we have here.
That's because she lives here in Cranberry Commons, inside something that's pretty rare in Canada, a co-housing community. Here's how it works. Of course, there are private residences here, townhouses, apartments, just like in any other development. They have their own kitchens, their own bedrooms, their own bathrooms. But it isn't what they have on their own that makes this place so different. It's what they share. This courtyard in the middle, for instance. Then there's the land around the development. And there are things like this great common room. It's open 24 hours a day to anyone who lives here. And there's more. There's space for a common garden, a common laundry room, places for kids to play, bookworms to read. The cost of hot water, even the internet is shared. There's a woodworking room, and every one of these spaces is designed so people can do things together. Helping out, hanging out. It's all voluntary, but our game players, they call themselves cranberries, say it's central to how they live.
And the last time I played it, I lost.
Alex has lived here his whole life. A life filled with challenges, but his parents say co-housing makes it easier to deal with Alex's autism. Sometimes he can seem high-strung. People here don't treat him like he's misbehaving.
The better his experiences are, the better his development goes, and it's a big deal. It's a really big deal for him because it's not just what happens for him today and this week and this month, but it's how he's going to grow up into an adult.
Mom and Teresa and Dad are on this diet.
So when Alex returns a borrowed cup of sugar or even some bananas, he's met with a smile.
Oh, thank you very much. What did you have, pancakes?
No, protein shakes.
Oh, sounds good. Thank you. Whoops.
5-second rule.
It's clear this kid is loved by more than just his parents. Almost everyone here puts something into the community and gets something in return. Ian handles car repairs. Someone else manages the recycling. June is 87 years old. She helps reupholster the chairs. Sit her down in one and she'll tell you that living here is better than a senior citizens complex.
They'll help you, and if there's a lot of snow, they'll ask me if they can pick up something for me from the store. It's a wonderful way to spend the last years of your life. I'm so thankful.
The Cranberries say their way of living just makes sense. Usually, to put up a development, you need a developer, someone to build the actual building, then sell pieces of it off, chunk by chunk, to buyer after buyer for a profit. Throw in a couple of glitzy attractions like a swimming pool or a gym to rake in the buyers. With co-housing, the people who live here are the developers. They put up the building, they save the profits, and everything in the development suits their needs exactly. Here, that means space for a community to flourish. This advocate and co-housing consultant lives at Cranberry Commons.
Having more connection with your neighbors, loving more, is going to create a better quality of life.
It seems like there could be one of these in every community of the country. Why isn't there?
It's very difficult to find land that will accommodate this that isn't already owned by a developer.
In a country like Canada's shortage of land?
Isn't that amazing?
There are a few new co-housing communities in the works, and a few dozen already running. Windsong in Langley, BC is one of Canada's oldest examples. Back at the Commons, soup's on. Actually, soup's gone. The weekly potluck supper disappears quickly.
What's this up here?
Followed by a planning meeting. Everything from repairs to how rooms get used, all of it is governed by consensus. So decisions are made, and another night is spent together. James Murray, CBC News, Burnaby, British Columbia.